Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, and make sure that you get over to jerichogreen.net at the conclusion of this video presentation. Now, it's being reported that the top 5 tech corporations are lobbying hard against consumer privacy. These corporations include Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, and Google. Google, for example, boasted about delaying e-privacy regulations. They are said to be colluding with Facebook. Amazon has also successfully lobbied against 36 privacy protection bills across 25 states. I do everything in my power to ensure my privacy online. That means I always keep my VPN on. I only use Virtual Shield's VPN. Virtual Shield has been built from the ground up for your protection. I think it's the fastest, most reliable, easy to use, and secure. It's also available on iPhone and Android devices. I partnered with Virtual Shield to give my audience a 50% off for life and a free 30-day trial of Virtual Shield during the holidays. Go to virtualshield.com or click the link below to start protecting yourself online now. So, oops, I need to get a soundbite from that Britney Spears song, Oops, I Did It Again. But change the word, he said, to I to he. Bidenis Pervertis, our mush-mouth, oatmeal brain grandpa-in-chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. A, B, C, D. This fool just won't stop. They keep sticking the mic in his face, and I guarantee you, they keep pitching him. He's going to keep hitting them over the fence. Home run every time for stupidity. Now, one thing I want to mention before I forget. So he was giving the eulogy for Bob Dole, who recently passed away. I think December 5th he died. So he's reading the eulogy. This is the person who has proven themselves to have the most trouble reading out loud. You want them to eulogize you, okay? So there's a picture of him at the podium, and it's kind of from behind and the side. Kind of, I guess it'd be about 7 o'clock. And you can see the paper. Now, it's not close enough for you to see exactly what the words are, but it's close enough for you to see that shit is at least double spaced, and it's using big-ass grandpa font. I like to call it the jitterbug font. Remember them old cell phones with the big-ass numbers like this? Each letter's got to be 4 inches tall. Yet and still, he cannot get it right. Double space, big-ass letters, still can't get it right. So despite all the evidence to the contrary, they believe this fool can read out loud. So he's eulogizing Bob Dole, and he's actually quoting Bob Dole. It was from his last public speaking engagement. And the other shit before where he wrote end of quote, or he read end of quote out loud, people were trying to explain that away, but this you can't explain away because this is a quote. So obviously you know where the end of the quote is. So he's reading the eulogy and he's saying blah blah blah. This country's divided, but at the end of the day we always find a way to come together. And then he says, end of message. No, dummy, you're not supposed to say that part out loud. Why do they keep putting that in his damn speeches? Don't put end of quote, don't put end of message, don't put the word end in there at all. After you're done, leave the page blank, and hopefully pretty soon he will understand, okay, there's no more words for me to read. I need to go somewhere and sit down. Hopefully, because you writing end of quote, end of message is not working out. It's not computing. Somewhere from the page to his brain is a disconnect. How can you? So you're either a child who has not grasped the concept of reading and how sentences work and quotes work, or you're an adult with some kind of mental lapse, some kind of mental issue. Because I don't care what your formal education is, as long as you're able to read. Let's start there. If you're an adult and you're able to read, then you understand that when reading, you're not supposed to read everything out loud. Some things are there to give you some things are a silent cue. Some things are there to just let you know, hey, this is where you're supposed to stop, but you're not supposed to read it. So we know he's not a child. That man's what, 79, 78, 79, damn near 80. So he's not a child. He likes to smell them and be around them, but he's not one of them. He's an adult. So there must be something misfiring up here, but to a level that you read the shit on the page you're not supposed to read. Stop texting me, people. I don't fucking get it. Can they somehow get him through this presidency or whenever they plan on enacting the 25th Amendment? Can they somehow get him through without him speaking publicly? Because they seem to be getting through without him addressing the nation and addressing all these problems. So maybe there's a way they can figure out to get him through until they're ready to be done with him without him reading shit. Get Kamala's dumbass. She can at least read. She ain't doing shit else. The border's a fucking mess. So she's not being a very good border czar. So instead of having her have awkward ass moments in front of children talking about space, that happened. Have her read this shit. She can at least do that. Here it is, guys. Mark the time. I'm going to compliment Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, the politician who went horizontal so her career could go vertical, the lover of old dicks and silver pubes. I'm going to say something nice about her. She is a good reader. Okay? She can handle this. Biden can't. He's given us two recent examples of him not being able to handle reading shit off of paper. Give it to her. It's a win-win. She does something she can actually handle, and she gets to be around an old man. Done. Everybody wins. We get less embarrassed in front of the world, and we keep her ass away from things that are important, that she can't handle. End of message. Oh my goodness. We are in trouble. Trouble. Guys, it's being reported that the top 5 tech corporations are lobbying hard against consumer privacy. These corporations include Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, and Google. Google, for example, boasted about delaying e-privacy regulations. They are said to be colluding with Facebook. Amazon has also successfully lobbied against 36 privacy protection bills across 25 states. I do everything in my power to ensure my privacy online. That means I always keep my VPN on. I only use Virtual Shield's VPN. Virtual Shield has been built from the ground up for your protection. I think it's the fastest, most reliable, easy to use, and secure. It's also available on iPhone and Android devices. I partner with Virtual Shield to give my audience a 50% off for life and a free 30-day trial of Virtual Shield during the holidays. Go to virtualshield.com or click the link below to protect yourself online now. End of message. Man, you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.